Gore readings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Horror. I'm Daniel Shine. That is producer Todd Loya.
Good evening.
Pugs Dread.
Namaste.
And Mike Kruger.
What's up, you sick motherfuckers?
So, we are here tonight to talk about a brand new movie that's been in the works for a while. I know been hearing about it on the crowdfunding circuit for some time now, and that is 13 FANBOY by director Deborah Voorhees. And well, man, what a star-studded cast. If you're unfamiliar, this film follows an obsessed fan who stalks his favorite actors from the Friday the 13th films and beyond, mirroring his ideal Jason Voorhees and D. Wallace for some reason as well.
They needed a name. Oh wait, I mean another.
Damn.
I know.
Oh, shit, not D. Wallace.
Yeah, came hotter.
But you just said another. I know what you meant, but as long as you corrected, it's fine.
Man, Kane's gonna start choking people again, Todd. You just dissed him, man. That's fucked up.
Well, at least we had my favorite Jason in here.
Ooh. So yes, star-studded cast. I mean, from several Friday the 13th regulars. I mean, we have Judy Aronson, we have Lar Park Lincoln, Deborah Voorhees herself, who's also acts in this, Corey Feldman, C.J. Graham, Tracy Savage, Rick Sloan. They even have fan film stars in this from Never Hike Alone. So,
well, I believe they were part of the crowdfunding and producing.
Yeah, Vincent DeSante was.
But now with a cast like that, the big question is it another Death House or is it good? So.
Oh, I won't even apologize. Death House was the shits, man.
I know, but it was the similar thing. We all got excited by the cast, but I just want to know what you guys think. Did it deliver? Dan, who wants to go first? We didn't cover that.
Sure, I'll go. Sure. So I'm not a big meta horror fan in general. It's a little more miss than hit for me most of the time. But I really didn't know a whole lot about this when the name was thrown out. I think Tiz mentioned it to me a few days ago, and then I realized, oh yeah, I've heard of that. And
name drop.
A little bit nervous because Death House was the first thing that popped in my mind. Yeah. I'm like, oh, some buddy Mark just brought in a bunch of names in the movie, just the shits. I'm happy to say that's not the case in this one. I know this is based off of a lot of real life stalking scenarios. Deborah Voorhees actually had somebody that had said to her, wouldn't it be cool if you died in real life like in the movie? So it had certain things. I mean,
so Dan sparked an idea.
That's fucked up.
13 Dan boys.
I would never stalk anybody. Oh, and everybody's favorite urban menace Drum Dums is also in here. So there's another name drop. But I actually had fun with this one. It's
real quick, Indie Phantom thought we might pop up. We're a little too real for them, probably.
That would be awesome.
But if we get asked, we'll do it.
Yeah, we would have done it for sure. I think we've killed any shots at Death House too, if they do like a podcaster wing. But anyways, so no real expectations. Again, this isn't the actors playing themselves for me. That just rarely works. Once in a while, I'm not saying never, but it's just usually kind of lame to me. I did like this. I would say that I think this is going to appeal more towards like really hardcore fanboys than if you're just some regular casual horror fan just sitting down to watch a movie. I don't think you'll get as much if you don't particularly care about Friday the 13th for some reason, or I mean, again, it's not bad. And it has
I
all
think
the
you
elements.
know that going in. I mean, if you look at all into it, about a Friday the 13th fan.
It's like trophy heads. Like trophy heads, you needed to have some info on Full Moon, or you just won't get anything from that movie. And I know that actually did get a few bad reviews that I was like, well, come on, you had to be a Full Moon fan to watch this one. But it delivers pretty much everything that you could want from a slasher film. There's some moments where I was kind of maybe laughing for the wrong reasons here and there. But, overall, I enjoyed it. It was nice seeing everybody again. They made pretty good use of their cast, too. Certain people have more. Dee Wallace has probably the most screen time.
I think she'd be the lead. I think she's top billed.
Yeah, she would be.
She's top billed. I would go with the granddaughter. Yeah, I want to see his side story.
It seems like he spent a lot of time at the Trauma School of Acting.
Oh, Corey Feldman. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I almost wonder if they asked him to play himself and he just didn't want to, or what the story was.
I didn't even think he knows what himself is. There was one Friday the 13th star notably missing. I think you know where I'm going with that one from the original.
Oh yes, that would be kind of an awkward one for her because she was like she had a nasty stalker, man. If you haven't heard that story,
I thought this was actually going to be based on her story, not the line that was delivered to what's her ass. So I was like, this pretty fucked up.
There we go.
I'm sure that. Oh, go ahead.
Indie Phantom, are these bloodlust movies a real thing? Action or horror? I don't know. Dan?
I did not. That was what was weird. I did not see anything about that from that actress, so I think that was just made up.
Yeah, they treated it like it was real. I think for the sake of the film.
However, maybe they wanted like that the scream stab effect or something like that.
Maybe that could be that too.
Headless. I want to watch Bloodlust 1 through 3. I don't know about you guys.
Hey, that's not a bad idea if it does well. But no, and she's not the actual daughter either, so she's just put in there. But which might have been cool. She happened to have a daughter that acted. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a little too long. It's another theme. Like it runs longer than it really has to, and at the ending, you might be kind of thinking like, really?
I saw that hour 41. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. Okay, but I'll say mine.
Yeah, well, I won't keep rambling. I've got a little bit more to say, but hot tag, whoever wants to go.
Well, real quick, I just want to say breaking casting news. Dan has just been cast in the Blumhouse remake of the gender swapped Last House on the Left. He will be the victim.
I would have matched the crowdfunding on this if they brought in Jason Blum to get killed and I get to take him out. So
sure you would have, Dan.
Oh, I definitely would have.
I know your thoughts on crowdfunding, so
I hope somebody does this in real life too. No, I don't.
It's gonna be
I'm
Dan.
kidding. That's
cool. Bring some of that keyboard shit out in the open.
I want Bloom to lead a long, happy life somewhere where he can't make movies. But Pugs, what did you think?
So I already mentioned that 1 hour 41. I was like, you guys are testing my patience already. However, I had a good time. I was very happy. There was some dips in interest for me, but seeing all these faces pop up was pretty damn cool. I dug the mask. I'll let Kruger go over that because I'm pretty sure you like that shit too. It's pretty fucking hard. Yeah, dude, just seeing everybody's face made me happy, and it didn't really feel like an hour 40. It still felt a little long. Dee Wallace is still the shit. Corey Feldman, he made some acting choices. Brave guy. I thought the boyfriend was useless, but we can get in that in spoilers. I was pleasantly surprised at how much fun I had with it. So yeah, and I'll save the details for spoilers.
I think it was about $50,000 or something like that. I heard
money well spent. Shit, it looks great.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. It didn't feel cheap.
Well, I don't know how much of that went to the actual actors and like the locations.
I'd say
sure
about
a lot of
half
favors were called in.
Yeah, a lot of favors. I don't know what the Feldman Coke budget was, but maybe
he brought his own BYOC.
That's a joke too, by the way.
Bring your own corn oil. Kruger, what did you think?
Yeah.
I agree with both of you guys. It was a little long. They definitely could have trimmed maybe about 10 minutes out of this. Honestly, the whole actually I'll get into that spoilers, but yeah, there was a portion of this movie that I just didn't need at all. I think it would have made things flow better if it wasn't there.
Mhm.
But regardless of that, the cast, I had so much fucking fun seeing all these people I grew up with watching die get killed again. That really, it made me fucking smile big. I like the killer in this. You already talked about it, Pugs. His mask is really badass, and I liked his voice and all the twists and turns we get with that character and what we find out towards the end of the movie. I liked all of that in the story, and just this concept on paper I always thought would have been cool to see. So I'm glad that I finally got to see it with a franchise that I love and know so well. Unfortunately, I wasn't really a big fan of a couple of the things towards the end of the story, but it brought it back around with this really awesome final confrontation scene we got. And I had a lot of fun. I wasn't really expecting much from this. And I think it will surprise a lot of hardcore Friday the 13th fans. I do agree with you, Dan. I don't think if you know this franchise really well, you're going to understand and enjoy this as much as us Friday the 13th diehards will. But if you are a diehard, this is must-see viewing. So it gets my stamp of approval.
Right on. Before we go, did everybody chuckle at the timely accident that takes place in the movie? We can save that for spoilers.
That's one of the
okay. I was like,
Right.
I have two things though they dropped the ball on.
Well, save it for spoilers.
You can?
Oh no, well, it's not really a spoiler, but
Well, maybe you can let me go. Go ahead, Dan.
Go ahead, Todd. I'll save it for spoilers. It's just me being a smart ass.
Well, all right. I went in with the lowest of expectations, even though I love Debbie Sue Voorhees. She's my favorite victim in the Friday the 13th series. I know Kruger's with me. Part 5's my favorite. I know it's his too. So getting to see all the Part 5 people pop up, which normally you don't get to see, I was very excited for. And there was, so many cameos, deaths, whatever. So with those low expectations, I came out and I loved it. Minus the run times, it's funny. I put it when I was about to hit play. I was expecting to be like 90 in that 41.
Yeah, me too.
And honestly, that extra 10, it really could have, helped the pace. But overall, I did really like it too. I would definitely say, if you're a fan of the franchise, check it out. But like Dan said, I don't know if you aren't, if it has legs on its own.
I think it's still a cool story. I think you can find something to like, but you won't enjoy it as much as you would if you knew what the hell what's going on.
You're like, why is this guy killing all these old ladies?
Did you pop for Junior doing well for himself, banging Dee Wallace, man?
Yeah. I was like, okay, this isn't real, right? I just thought it was funny the end up there.
They did drop the ball not having Ronnie Yu in there to tango with Kane Hodder. That would give it an automatic 5. An automatic 5. It didn't have to actually be Ronnie Yu. You should have just had Ronnie Yu in
He could have just been arguing on the phone or something. You know what, you fuck.
And Lar Park Lincoln, they dropped the ball by not having her try and sell the killer a timeshare. That was completely dropped the ball on that one. Convention goers.
You should have opened with that one and closed with Ronnie.
One thing I forgot to bring up too is the kills in this actually were pretty solid. Although I think they should have maybe played into the gore just a little bit more. I think I would have enjoyed it, if it was as gory as some of the Friday the 13th movies, So if they would have had that charm to it, I would have been able to go higher with my rating. And on that, why don't we rate this bitch then?
Let's do it.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I am a 3.5 out of 5, and I would definitely watch it again. I don't think that rating's ever going to change though. I think 3.5 is fair for what this is. So yeah. What about you, Pugs?
I'm gonna give it also a 3.5 out of 5. It would have got a 4 had it been 10 to 15 minutes shorter and a little tighter. But yeah, definitely highly recommend. Dan?
So I am with you guys. 3.5 for fans. Probably more 2.5 if you're not. Yeah,
makes sense.
There you go.
Well, I wanted to give it a 5 for part 5, but I got to stick with 3.5 too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that runtime is the only thing that hurts it for me.
Yeah, when I saw it and groaned, I was like,
It went by a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise. So yeah, let's Dan pimp our shit and let's get to spoilers then, so we can start talking. And everyone who hasn't seen it yet, by all means, dip out and come back, please and thank you. I know Indie fan. I think that's what you're gonna do, and smart move.
yes. So
and part 5's his favorite too. He said so. Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Well, you're in a good spot because it is one of those movies that, like I said, if you go back a ways, Trophy Heads was one we fawned over. But yeah. All right. So patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures for only $1, you get a lot of exclusive content and you help support the channel. We appreciate that very, very much. Also, fleshwoundfeatures.com. Get your merch, our Teespring store, and all our other links are on there as well. Horror Cartel Flesh Wound Radio Facebook group, Flesh Wound Radio on Twitter. Check out the very active Discord and all that good stuff.
All right, now here we're going to go with spoilers, so get out of here if you don't want to hear them.
All right.
So, yeah, the fact that she killed a actor on set with a prop, the timing of that.
Kruger, she Baldwined her. That is the new
that is you guys go to Urban Dictionary right now.
The views of Dan are Dan's alone.
Yeah, you could have said he crowed her too, but
yeah.
Yeah, holy shit. For that to come out today. God damn. Irony. Irony is the son of a bitch.
But yeah, keep it in the genre. It's he got Brandon Lead. Come on.
So also just I popped so hard for the mom and son from part 5 doing the dickhead line. Oh, I do that. Just it was so nostalgic. That broomstick kill we got on that janitor, I thought was probably the best kill in the whole movie. It looked really good and it was fucking nasty. I also liked how the killer when he had Jen was hanging her, kind of like how Jason hangs in part 5. Thought that was a nice little homage. Kane's dialogue when he was dying, that motherfucker almost got me, dude. I was like, all right. My hero's like about to cry. I'm about to cry. Like, fuck this.
It's a fucking movie, right?
Yeah, like, well, dude, there's the line about like, please tell my wife and kids I love them because I didn't get to tell my dad I love them and I watched them die. Like, what the fuck are you doing to me right now? Like, that hit me hard. I was surprised because I'm not a sentimental type of dude, but. I mean, if they would have had Robert Englund down there, I probably would have been crying my eyes out too. So,
I'm coming too, Rob.
I also love that one cop getting the tomahawk into his gut, and then the other one got the shovel in the top of his head. That looked really badass, and I really loved the whole MMA fight scene with Kelsey and the killer at the end. And, she gets him in the triangle choke, and this motherfucker power bombs her ass like you would on a street
And he
fight.
held the coat, too, which I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Didn't we get a Superman punch, too?
Dude, yeah. I had that written down, actually. The CJ Graham versus Vince DeSanti fight, fucking part 6 Jason versus Ghost Jason. And he fucking seals the deal with that Superman punch. I popped so fucking hard for that, just that whole battle, man. And him talking about, killing Jason and you're my dad. And shit. I was super into it. I love fucking Never Hike Alone. So having this new Jason that we had now, since Friday the 13th has been in, purgatory. And
Hell.
we've gotten these all fan films from him. So to see his Jason get kind of the respect it deserved, I was really happy for that. How did you guys feel about the twists? Because like at first I was like, all right, that twist is dumb as fuck with D. Wallace. I was like, if this is the end of the, but then I checked the runtime and I was like, yeah, wait, okay, there's way too much of this motherfucker. So like I got pissed honestly, because if they would have went with that, I would have thought the whole movie was garbage. But
I would be with you.
But then the twist and turns, like I liked, they faked you out and then she gets out and then you kind of think it's the boyfriend, but also that boyfriend was useless as fuck. Like,
dude, he was on my. The best thing he did was when Corey Feldman was doing the okay thing, and he just intimidated him. I'm like, that's cool. And then because of him, we got to see what's her ass semi-nude, so that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he should have been out after she went to the movie set. Like, fuck that guy.
Well, and what the fuck happened? Did I miss what happened to him?
Nope, he just never showed back up. He got his mask signed, and I'm out, bitch.
Well, why did he have that mask?
Probably what happened on
Just
set. He just didn't show up.
Just a red herring.
That's just that's so
Lazy,
stupid.
a little bit, yeah.
Like you could have just took his whole character out, and I would have been fine with that.
It's ironic he's playing a sexual harasser under the circumstances. I do think they should have had when Kane Hodder had his fight scene, just him to get him in like a sleeper and just say Ken Kersinger was the better Jason, then have him walk up and just start beating the shit out of him.
He grabs him by his legs, starts tree bag killing him next to the bedpost.
He reenacts the sleeping bag kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. They could even CG it. I know it'd be a little more complicated, but just like fuck.
Dude, I would laugh my ass off. I was mad that Kane didn't get to kick a little bit more ass. I mean, at least they had him sell it because he was choking the fuck out. He was like, "Oh fuck!" Like after he actually got him off him. But I would have preferred Kane to kick more ass. They did it better in Charlie's Farm.
Oh yeah, he has a good fight in Charlie's Farm. Yes, TJ got in on the action too. We don't get to see CJ that often.
I was glad they let him shine because I do love Kane Hodder too, but yeah, he's always pushed aside for Kane.
Kane's my favorite, but I CJ's up there. He's one of the best.
I mean, Kane gets the love for me from keeping the franchise alive when no one else did.
Well, I think he's the best. Like, to be honest with you, I feel like he's the best thing about those later Jason movies.
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah.
Did anybody else hate the fact that D. Wallace's husband would not back her up?
Yeah, I was a bit upset, but also
like
at this
girls are already dead, bro. Yeah. What are you doing?
At the same time, bitches be tripping.
Yeah.
True. I can't argue that. All right.
Yeah, at least he didn't ask if it was her time of the month or something. Well, never mind. That time is
bad. Shit, I fucking still ask that question.
You think I'm not aware of the history of this, except that there was a long sort of crowdfunding thing. You think they might have even been thinking about Adrienne King for the D. Wallace role? Maybe she just said no. I'm totally speculating, but it is.
That's a good idea.
They could have.
That's very insensitive, but yeah, I think you might have something there, Dan.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably, said, "Hey, you might not want to do this, but would have been interesting." But D. Wallace is great, of course.
Did anybody? I tried to look at some of the wine they were drinking. Was it fuck? Was it
Adrian's?
Thank you. What the fuck is their wine called?
Crystal Lake. I can't remember. Something like that.
I was looking for it and I couldn't see if it was that on set. I'm like, because that would have been cool.
Probably not if she said no.
Yeah, but she'll fucking promote my shit.
Did anybody else pop for Vince DeSanti's house being covered in naked fucking bloody chicks? Like that was
when
awesome.
She asked the question, "Who would buy this?" I threw up my hand. No one can even see me. I'll take it.
I have a little editing tidbit later. I'll tell you.
And I like. How did you guys feel about the whole snuff thing at the end? The snuff film we got.
I might have gone a different direction, but I was okay with it. Like
Yeah,
I said,
I want it.
I like it.
Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting, but after the other thing, yeah,
Got a nice drill kill.
yeah.
So I was happy. I was like, all right, now you guys get away with it. They could have just, I don't know. There's just little that, like, I kind of wanted to see somebody get their head fucking squished in. That would have been awesome. But you couldn't really do it.
I think it was a budget thing because I mean the kills are all good. Nothing looks ridiculous. There's no CG.
No, they're
splatter.
they're
There's some
definitely
CG.
respectable, but there's
Yeah.
some CG blood. Yeah.
A little bit, but nothing like, you know, lately I've just seen the like, oh man, that computer shit flying at my face. Yeah, the kills could have been at another
Should have
level,
been a
but I think
cartoon
it
like
was
another
budget.
movie.
Stay tuned for that.
Don't give it away, Dan.
Yeah, no, I really, I'll be honest, didn't think I'd have fun with it, but I did have fun with it. There's a few moments maybe where I was laughing when I shouldn't be laughing, but overall, I was surprised.
Yeah. Any more Corey Feldman spoilers?
I
don't-
wish. Oh, go ahead.
I don't get it. Ever since Dollman versus Demonic Toys, he's done trauma acting. I don't get it. Was he in Citizen Toxie first?
Oh, even before,
Oh, no.
whatever.
It wasn't as bad till that era.
Yeah, I mean,
accent
whatever he had as a kid, he never had as an adult. It just, and I've seen that with other
It's
child
not
actors.
entirely true.
I know.
I
was
do
a
like
good
how he
child
explained
actor.
the okay design. You gonna do this? Lucky guy? How cringe are you? And the gay dude that's like, oh, he can do that to me anytime. I'm like, well, then speak up. They clearly don't like this shit.
All right, is that all our spoilers?
I think that's it for spoilers. I think.
Well, Dan, do you want to say it so we can get the quote out there? Better than Candyman.
Better than Candyman, better than Halloween Kills, better than what else is it better than this year? Hey, I gave it a good rating. It's better
You're
than
making it harder to fucking quote this, goddammit.
I know,
Trying to
Dan.
get
We
some
were
points.
all right. I'll go into quote mode. 13 Fanboy is the film you want to see. It puts Halloween Kills to shame. It destroys Candyman.
I think you got the point.
No, he didn't.
It's a box quote. I'm trying to give you a box
Yeah, Dan.
all
You know
good.
the soundbite. Yeah, you're right, Dan.
best fucking horror movie of all time ever. There you go.
I just wanted better than Candyman, but it's all good.
He had to make his quote. He wanted the quote to cover the whole box.
I want it on the whole fucking box. Just enough.
Get an editor, Dan.
All right.
So is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Dan, pimp our shit one more time, and then let's say goodnight.
Just be sure to check out all of our Slashtober episodes. We're coming to the finale, almost there. Fear Itself retrospective, and well, shows every day in October. So you want to catch up with what you missed, and yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Evil
Mr.
never
John.
dies.
Stay sick, motherfuckers.
All right. I'll see you in Disneyland.